You know what the best part about necrophilia is? You don't have to bring flowers. They're already on the grave.
Yep. And turning just wrong things into right things. I mean, who's going to stop you? And you're doing the world a service. They die a virgin, you help.
Necrophilia. Lie back and crack open a cold one. We here at Ramble On do not condone the act of defiling a corpse, nor should you.
Unless it's funny. Then go ahead.
Welcome to Ramble On.
We're going to talk about anything, some things, but nothing you actually thought you needed to know. But you do. With your hosts,
George Steersman.
And the sexy Brandon Mace.
Wow.
That's right. You ain't just whistling Dixie. So you can hit me up on Twitter at kindofsoy. KYNEOFSOY. So today in California, it is a mere 98. For yesterday, it was 104. And it's quite warm in this back room that we're sitting in with a little tiny fan.
Yeah.
Big fat man, little tiny fan. Seeing them titties flopping and sweaty, yeah.
Was that on the fly or did you rehearse that?
No, that's just my life. So, yeah.
And if you're Californians listening to this, then you know what it is. What else it is that time of the year? Wildfires.
Yep. A lot of times, though, they're not so wild. They are person-made. Sometimes animal-made, mostly made by people just being dicks. They're like, that's fire season, let's fuck up the world.
Yeah, I think there's been at least 2 or 3 fires this week alone. And,
yeah,
we live in Riverside County, which is pretty much the fucking desert, so.
Yeah, it's mostly all, dead shrub and, roadkill. But it's a nice place for a desert. There's a few random trees here and there.
Oh, yeah. You can't forget the succulent.
That's right. It's odd as you'd think we would have a lot more cacti, but, next to nothing.
It's very few. I mean, the only time you see succulent cactus in the area is if someone's doing a desert scape, which, for the most part, they were paying people to, the water company was paying people to do that or get AstroTurf, remove their sprinkler systems.
Yep. And I apologize ahead of time if you hear little kids running or screaming in the background. I have the door closed, but I'm helping babysit my wife's friend's children. I was doing most of it before, but now she's taking over so I can do this podcast with George. As he sits, across from me and just staring at me and dressing me with his eye.
I'm also doing that thing that Sharon Stone was doing in Basic Instinct.
Masturbating?
Did she masturbate in that scene? I thought she just, it was a gratuitous beaver shot.
That probably was just that, yeah. She was like, you like this? Other leg. About this? Other leg. Then they're like, yeah. All I saw was hair, but yeah. This was the 90s.
This could have been the late 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck, we have the internets. Let's look at the internets.
Yeah, but we don't need porn right now.
I was just going to go on IMDb real quick and just type in Basic Instinct, see what happens.
You'll probably come up with survival skills. Ha ha ha. No.
Nah.
No, that wasn't even funny. I apologize in advance.
You fucking should. Oh, you're right. 1992.
Yep. Yeah. And they made a second one. I had more sex and violence in it, but...
And more violent sex.
Yes.
There's no sex in your violence.
There's no sex in your violence. Okay. Let's not go into songs again.
Called Ramble On for a reason.
I know. Ooh, cheese.
He literally just found a piece of string cheese or shredded cheese off this table and ate it.
Well, I just made pizza an hour ago.
Okay, I didn't know that because I hadn't been here for an hour.
Well, maybe if you'd show up here on time, I wouldn't have to eat without you. I went there.
I'd love to show up after work, but I have to drop off numbnuts and pick up Rose, so...
Uh-huh. And that takes you too long.
Sue me.
Can you stop masturbating for a minute? Because I can pick that up on the microphone.
Sorry, touching your table and my hands are getting sticky from something.
Something. Air quotes.
Nothing on the table again?
No, there's nothing on this table.
Nothing, honey.
That's right.
For those of you playing the home game, that is a old reference to a commercial. Was it Nuts and Honey cereal, something like that?
Oh, Henry.
Was that it?
Yeah. Because it had nuts and oats in it. Yeah. Old commercials, fun.
Nuts and Honey is what the...
Yeah. So, in the TV news of we don't really need it, the whole Roseanne thing happened. We talked about that before. Roseanne's basically fired off the Roseanne show. They're going to try and either go on without her or do a spinoff.
Maybe she dies in the spinoff.
Yeah. But like a massive, like, I don't know, heart attack or, choking on a ham sandwich like Mama Cass.
Why not?
Yeah. And then the next Infinity Wars movie is being worked on. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is being worked on. Ant-Man and Wasp
will be coming out soon.
Yep.
I like the Ant-Man, or the first, Ant-Man. I mean, our normal group of friends didn't want to see it, but actually, Robert and I saw it one day, like, we were both off, and I actually had movie passes.
Yep. And I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Especially when you're stoned.
Probably. I've never watched a movie while doing that. Huh.
We did, I thought.
No.
After the wedding.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not me, buddy.
Where were you after the Brazil game?
Where was I after Brazilian game?
After the Brazil game.
After the Brazil game, I was underneath the bleachers, making some monies.
You whore. Why didn't you call me?
Because I'm busy making money under the bleachers. And, I'd rather make money than do it for free.
Fair enough.
Yep. I make tacos.
Taco.
No.
Fuck, what else is going on in the news?
Well, let's see. Yeah, another side note. Let's talk about something slightly different. I had to go help my dad empty out my mom's classroom because she is changing grade stuff. So he had to rent out a storage.
One of those pods?
No. We went to like a storage facility. Rent out like a 10 by 15. It was the same price as the 10 by 10.
Oh, okay. So,
and
old school.
Yeah. And so I'm in the business lobby while he's selecting, what unit he wants. And look at all the local business card section.
Yeah.
On that little table, there's like 30 different business cards. I find one that really just called out to me, just really stuck out, and I could not believe what it was called. It has very simple title. The title of this business is called, and I kid you not, Giant Monkey Movers. And it shows this burly white guy with a tribal tattoo with his arms crossed.
It does.
And it says Giant Monkey Movers. Moving labor specialist. Get more for less. Extended hours. Larger crew sizes.
And the card gives a couple of quotes.
2-man crew. Okay. That's racist as fuck, man. I'm sorry.
It is.
Giant Monkey Movers. Just no. I mean, you're calling either yourselves or your employees monkeys. I just wow. It's ridiculous. I will not post any pictures or anything because I don't want this person getting death threats or hate mail, but just it's still sad to see that people are using things that can be considered extremely fucking racist.
If that's the context, yeah.
Yeah. In their business name. Just could not believe. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I was talking to our friend James.
Right.
And he was telling me about how he was talking to a friend of his who was, I would say, whiter than suntan lotion.
Jeez, that's pretty white.
Yeah. About how he could easily survive in Philadelphia, in Philly.
The skinny white guy.
Yeah. And James is like, I lived there for many years. You can't just walk in and just start living there in the part of Philly and like do whatever you feel like. It doesn't work that way. You know, there is a separate culture that you need to understand and accept and work around. It's not like you're going to be in New York City,
yeah,
or in Utah or Colorado. It's going to be completely different. You need to have some sort of respect to live there. You have to understand to respect the others and their property and what you can or can't look at, do, or say. Otherwise, it can get you killed.
Yeah. I can... Whiter than sunblock. That's,
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking white.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
As white as the driven snow.
No, that's lighter.
Please tell me there's a story behind this, that this guy is probably dead now, or he's doing fine in Philly?
No, he was talking about moving to Philly, and he kept telling him, he's like, no, listen, you have no idea what you're talking about. You can't just go up there, pretend you own the place, and tell these people, look, I moved in, and I'm, this big guy, and, don't fuck with me. I'm asserting my dominance. It's like, that's the quick way to get killed within your first day of being there. Don't try to assert dominance over a block in, the projects, wherever you're moving to in Philly, and be like, yeah, I own this place now.
That sounds like a friend of ours who went a little nuts. That sounds like Gilligan a little bit.
No, not him, but yeah.
I don't know, just something about it. It's like, like trying to take out people's kneecaps in a mosh pit or get down low. He actually said, our friend who we'll just call Gilligan, because that's his nickname, he wanted to go to a metal club with a couple other friends of ours, and he was talking about getting down low and taking out people's kneecaps. And what you don't know about shows like this, punk and metal shows, sorry, I should have said punk earlier, is some of you might, some of you probably won't. There's mosh pits, or you're slammed, being down on the ground is not exactly a good idea for that type of shit.
If you've ever
You'll get fucked up like Percocet.
Yeah, if you've ever
Curb
seen
stomp your ass.
At the very least, most mosh pits just involve people running in a circle, swinging their arms as hard as they can and kicking as hard as they can while trying to look like they're listening to music while looking just to be able to inflict pain on anybody they can get their fists on.
Yeah.
And that's a form of dance for some people. Mosh pit. Dangerous.
Slam dance.
Yeah, basically, yeah, slam dance. Let's throw our arms around and don't care who we hit, but let's just keep doing it for a few minutes.
Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
Yep. And that's how you lose teeth. But yeah, being going, I'm going to kick out people's kneecaps and stuff. No, you're not. No. You'll be on the floor crying. Because one person realizes...
If he's lucky.
Yeah. One dude realizes what you're doing, it's the end for you. It doesn't even matter, man.
You didn't even have to realize. He's just ooh, easy target.
Dude, the group will come after you. There is such a thing as honor in the group mentality of mosh pitting, to a certain extent. People know you're in there, just be a dick, just hit people and punch people, they will beat the living fuck out of you. That they will.
Yeah.
So don't go do that. Just try and think you can go and inflict pain for fun. But, let's see.
Excuse me.
I know nobody in the world cares, but on the thing of music, did I tell you that ABBA was getting back together to make another album?
I think you told me that. I don't think
Yeah.
you noticed on the last show.
ABBA is doing another album. They've done 2 songs so far, and they're going to be taking themselves on a virtual tour. Like they won't physically be there because they're too old, but like.
Oh, kind of like how you could see Elvis or Tupac now.
Or
The hologram.
Yeah, it all stems from the Hatsune Miku from Japan thing, the Vocaloids. But now they can do that instead because they're like, we're too old to be seen in public. We don't want people to look at us when, it's been 40 years since the last album we made.
My God, has it?
30 to 40, yeah. It's been a very long time. Long time. So, yeah, new music after a very long time because they used to hate each other. It was 2 married couples.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep, 2 married couples. Very large differences in the way they want to do things, and it doesn't always work out. So that's going to be happening. And Garth Brooks, the country singer, is coming out of retirement for the 3rd or 4th time. He's making another album.
So did Michael Jordan from basketball.
Yep. Wait, he did country music?
No, I meant came out of retirement.
Oh, okay.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Jeez. That's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a thing they do,
Some people can't handle retirement.
Yeah. They're like, nope.
Unless you have a plan or someone to spend it with.
They're like, I got bills to pay. I'm getting back in this.
Just like how Kevin Smith used to do movies like, shit, the mortgage is due. Jay and Silent Bob do something stupid. Send
Yeah, Jay and
paycheck.
Silent Bob reboot, which I can't wait to see. Be so much fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, and Shania Twain, another country singer, came back out of retirement after 15 years, doing another album. Let's see. I know a lot of the older bands, like Whitesnake, the Scorpions.
Oh, hair metal.
Yeah, her metal. They're doing tours again. When a member dies, his replacements keep calling it the same thing. But yeah. Oh, and now the other cool thing people are doing now, it will really depend on your taste, is cruises, like band-themed cruises where the band's there the entire time doing the entire cruise. They play music and they meet fans. They do stuff the entire cruise. I know of MC Chris is doing a cruise with a few other rappers. It's a 5-day cruise. They rap like all day long, all the time. I know actual singers have done it before. It's become one of the new things. Where it's like a 5-day concert basically.
Right.
And instead of having seen one person for 2 hours, you're seeing someone all day long, every day for 5 days. So it's great if you really love that type of music. And I will never go on a cruise because fuck that shit. I've heard too many stories about people getting
robbed, raped, murdered.
Yeah, or the fucking thing capsizing.
Or left in another country.
Or unannounced construction ruining the entire trip.
Or squirrels. Or mice.
That's a new one. Mice, yeah. Horrible conditions like the plumbing gets stopped working. Can you imagine you're in a cruise ship and the plumbing stops working? Oh, shit. But yeah, and cruise ships of having food poisoning, but the entire ship food poisoning.
Yeah, I don't need that shit.
No, you don't want that shit. You want the normal shit you can take on a daily basis and not shitting yourself to death. It
doesn't matter. I always have some sort of Imodium knockoff on me.
That won't save you from a viral infection like the C. difficile.
I know, but it'll stop me from pissing on my ass for a while and let me accumulate some liquids.
Hopefully, just not from the mini bar. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
some vodka and Gatorade. There you go.
Oh, that'd be good, huh? Yeah.
Well, that's already a drink, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Isn't that like a screwdriver? But that's with the orange juice, right?
Yes, that is a screwdriver.
Someone would be called a plier.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Flyers. There's gonna be a new drink for every single form of alcohol you can think of, anyways. So. Let's see. This isn't anything against Verizon, but I'm switching carriers from Verizon to Sprint because I'm paying $35 a month for unlimited talk and text with 2 gigs of data. But Sprint offered me a deal I couldn't refuse. I kind of refuse.
No, man, I can't refuse.
Thank you. $15 a month for unlimited everything. Couldn't beat that. I'm like, fuck, sign me up. I'm there.
It's a prepaid plan too, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's no contract. It's month to month, but the offer never expires. You get to keep it your grandfather in forever until you get rid of him, or try to buy a phone and make payments on it.
Ah, yeah, fuck that.
But if you buy your own phone outright and bring it to them, they're like, sure, you get to keep your old plan. It's all good.
So you just got to make sure you do that.
Yeah, that's what I usually do anyways. I think it's terrible to just basically lease a phone. It's terrible. Personally, that's what I think anyways.
I bought my 4S outright, so...
Yeah. I've never understood the want of just renting a phone for a few months until the next good one comes out, and then renting that one, and then renting that one. It's like you're just wasting money. I mean, I know you get to play with the newest phone and all, but you don't own it. Whatever. And I'm speaking of owning and renting things, I'm seeing like ridiculous stuff for being able to rent. You can rent out your own car, you can rent out your own RV, you can rent out your own house while you're living there.
Airbnb type stuff.
Both owners being there. You can rent appliances and furniture out of your own.
You could rent a vagina.
Oh,
that's old news. That's been around for centuries.
Yeah. And not exactly allowed in this state.
What? Yeah, that one's not. But they're back to renting vaginas, surrogates.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not exactly the... You're more like renting the fallopian tubes. Yeah. Good way to make $35,000 in 9 months.
If not more, depending on how desperate a family needs that baby.
Well, it's just not how desperate the family needs the baby. It's depending on what is your educational background. They're going off of that now. Yeah. Do you have college experience? Do you have a college degree? You'll make more money being a surrogate because supposedly your children will be smarter.
That's only if the other genes are fucking.
Well, that's what doesn't make sense to me. Is like sperm donation, right? To make money. You get maybe $5 if you're just a regular guy who walk in and give sperm, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a college degree, or even like a bachelor's of anything, you would get 50 to 100 for every shot.
For firing off just a couple of knuckle children?
Yeah, because you have a college degree. I could pay off a college professor to give me a good degree and then sit there and make, thousands of dollars just in, masturbating all damn day. Because I have a single degree. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's just learned and accumulated experience. Anyone can do that.
Well, that and they also, if you have really high IQs too, you can make some bank. It more so for women because the process of harvesting eggs is a lot worse than fucking just jerking off into a Dixie cup.
It's painful as fuck because they jam this needle into your abdomen.
It's 10 to 50 grand.
Yeah, but still, I mean.
But you got to, I think that's like Mensa.
Yeah, status, level of intelligence, yeah. It's just weird. It's like, well, we can't have stupid people breeding, so hopefully you've got a degree. Okay, sure. Now, I know with most surrogates, if you wanted to have a child and you can't, you use a surrogate, womb.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you use your egg and your spoon?
Usually you do.
Sperm and egg. But I've seen surrogates where they just want the man's sperm and they don't care what egg it is. What would be the point of you being a surrogate mom and you're using someone else's, sperm and someone else's egg, but you need a college degree to make more money from it?
Either
you're just an incubator then.
Yeah.
What does your college level degree have anything to do with it to make more money off of it? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It's stupid.
Well, that's like, well, what if
That'd be like giving porn stars more pay because they have college degrees, because they say that they can say they're sucking dick with a thesaurus. You know, I am tickling your fancy. I am stroking your, epidermis skin, creating prostate, what would you call it? Excitement, causing you to ejaculate into my mouth. It's like, yep, and that got an extra $100 just saying that sentence. But instead of the one chick going, yeah, come in my mouth, I'm a cum dumpster. But if it was like that, that would make more sense. And that's something I wouldn't mind seeing as high class porn.
This reminds me of a Robin Williams skit.
Not like not
like if it was Shakespearean style.
Yes.
Actors.
Yeah, and not just British people, because that's not exactly the same thing. It's not. It's just someone with an accent. It's not high class. It's not highbrow. It's not intelligent. It's just accent. Because some reason people think if you're British, you have a higher intelligence. Not always true. You're just from a different area.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people aren't familiar with Cockneys.
Yep. The only Cockneys they know about is people putting cocks on their knees. Dancing them.
For those of you playing the home game, a Cockney is pretty much like a British thug.
Yeah, something
low
like
level
that.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Usually, a lot of them, say in the punk scene, from what I understand.
And talks about doing your mum. M-U-M, not M-O-M. And
calls you a jolly cunt.
Yep, and then tells you to go jog on while giving you the finger.
Fancy a fag?
No thanks, I've got two. They're on a leash. No, I know, no cigarettes. Smoking is bad.
Yeah. Now, we at Ramble On do not condone the bashing of the British people.
Or of anything, really. Just do whatever you want. Just don't be a dick to others. That's a good life, guideline.
Live and let live.
No, not let live. Don't be a dick to others. Because live and let live, saying like, yeah, I'm letting you live, but, you can go fuck shit up and be a terrible person and I'm not going to care. Just do your own thing. No. Don't be a dick to others. That means if you see someone being a dick, stop them from being a dick, or just don't be a dick to begin with.
Certain states, that's against the law. Well, especially if someone's being robbed or something like that and you stand around and do nothing.
Really? Wow. And see, in our state, it's like the exact opposite. If you do something, then you get sued for trying to help.
Yeah, you can't do anything right anymore.
That's why we can't have superheroes.
Oh yeah, it'd be like the premise for The Incredibles.
Yeah, I mean we do have some modern day people who call themselves superheroes, like Phoenix Johnson.
I'm familiar with. Watched several YouTube videos on them. Probably seen some interviews on the news as well.
Yeah, I mean, just normal guy, just wearing a nice bright green, jumpsuit / costume. He's got a taser and maybe some bolo and maybe a nightstick, and he goes and fights crime at night. He's been shot at. People have stabbed him. Tried to kill him, tried to ambush him, but he still does his job. Because, police can't be everywhere.
Exactly.
And random citizens need to step up and help protect each other. Because not everyone's as good as everybody else is. Some people are so desperate to want the easy way that they make bad decisions. Kind of like, sitting there and you're like, I'm hungry, but I'm also poor. So I'm going to order 4 bean and cheese burritos. That's all I'm going to eat for dinner. It's like, you're going to have a bad time after that Taco Bell. You're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Or being in a Walmart and being like, I don't need to eat healthy. Okay, I'll buy this entire bag of dried apricots and eat it in one sitting. Same problem. You can be in that bathroom all day long, and it's going to hurt. Speaking of hurting, chiropractors actually have a real purpose. Some people say, and scientists say, that it's more of like like a mental thing,
Yeah.
but it's not. There's physical evidence myself saying that chiropractors do actually work. Also depends on what kind of bed you have. Because I used to own a bed before, which gave me ridiculous back problems.
Now you own one of those Caspers.
Oh God, I am not a sponsor of Casper, but wouldn't I be? Oh, I would give my bed just to be able to do that. Just be that like spokesperson for Casper. It's like, yeah, fixed my back problems, fixed my marriage, fixed my face, fixed my sleeping habits, and made my room look so much better than sleeping on that dumpster. No, not really a dumpster, but it felt like it. My old mattress, God, it was ridiculous. One of those old muffin tops.
Oh, yeah.
Muffin top mattress when it goes to shit. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, you don't want that. So pay $2,000 and get the Casper Wave. Most expensive one because it's worth it. My parents have the original, but now they also have the basic. So there's three: the basic, original, and Wave. The Wave is the best.
Okay.
I would recommend to everyone getting one of those, or at least some kind of full gel foam mattress thingy without the springs. Because they still come with 10-year warranties. More than most regular beds.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So there's that. And stay away from high fructose corn syrup, especially when you're on a bed. They leave terrible stains.
So does semen.
So a dude just lying in a bed wearing a Navy SEAL cap is going to get your bed all dirty?
Naval cap, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that semen stains might be a problem if you have white sheets, maybe, but that's why I have blue sheets and black sheets.
Do you want green sheets?
No, because then you can tell.
What if it's dark green?
You can still kind of tell because it'll like dry like a white maybe.
Yeah, when you wash it off, then all those knuckle children are just going to get your washer pregnant.
Oh gosh, we don't want that. No.
Life finds a way.
Oh jeez, and they say that sperm can last for up to 3 days after ejaculation.
And now I'm remembering Clerks too.
Yes, you are. And it's not bestiality; it's interspecies erotica, bucko.
Not that scene, a different one.
I know. That's my favorite.
Ooh, cake.
Oh, God. Gotta finish. The donkeys can get Kelly. I'm the sexy stud. What? Hey, Kelly can be a boy's name too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love when Kevin Smith was actually talking about the filming of that.
Yeah.
The actor who was doing the fucking the donkey, the guy fucking the male donkey, he goes, I was talking to the actor guy, whatever his name was, and he goes, after the guy's mom saw the scene, she goes, huh, so that's what you've been doing. And he's like, I felt so bad. I had to explain that to my mom, that scene. And Kevin Smith just sitting there laughing. He's like, yeah, I wrote that.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Okay, so as for the next part,
After the donkey scene?
donkey scenes. Donkey! Making waffles after I get fucked. Wow. Can you just imagine Eddie Murphy like doing like a voiceover of a donkey getting railed?
Like on purpose, or is it rape?
I didn't think about the rape part. I think that'd be hilarious. Shrek! No! I thought we were friends.
We are friends, donkey. This is what friends do. I said we are friends with benefits.
That's a really good impression. I like it. Yeah. So yeah, donkey rape. No, I think that stuff's funny, but I have to I got to feel for the poor animals because they're like,
What, do you remember fucking PETA now?
Oh God, I'm not killing anybody or burning buildings. No.
That's just the psycho ones.
Yeah, that are told by the heads of PETA, go do it. I've seen the whole documentaries of this crap. It's crazy. And I have nothing really permanently against PETA. They have a good idea, but the execution can sometimes be a little off.
Yeah. Especially when they actually execute people.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Now, I was watching I guess you could say, show about those cartoon shows that are coming out on Netflix, like made specifically for Netflix.
Yeah.
That have like no background, so they're like, hey, look at this new show we made. Look at it. It's on the front page. Look at it. Like, okay.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, it's like Netflix keep pushing their own stuff so hard. It's like, I get it. I fucking get it. Now let me watch my Star Trek. Or Zootopia, because you've never watched Zootopia.
I'll watch it.
It's fun. So many furries just like love the movie so much. Furries, the guys who wear fursuits.
Yes, I'm familiar with people in the furry
community.
Yes.
Good people. Most of them are nice. There's a few who are in it just for like the gay sex stuff, who are just kind of like assholes.
It's not necessarily gay, because you don't know who the fuck's in the costume.
Well, apparently, our two friends,
yes,
were talking about how they went to a party, which they called a tail party. I guess it's a furry party at a bar. Yeah. That these dudes just wear, they're called pups, where they just wear like a dog mask, like you can buy off like Amazon, like the silicone horse masks.
Yeah.
They wear a silicone, dog face mask, without shirts, or like wearing like random like bondage gear, or like leather straps and stuff, and they're still just trying to fuck anything that moves, and it's ruining like the rest of the furry meet and greet.
It's making the furries look bad.
It's making them look like they're all sexual degenerates, which they're not.
I know that.
Yeah.
Like doing fur piles and shit on the floor.
Yeah.
That's the name of an orgy for the furry community, or at least that's what I've been told or led to believe. And if there are any furries, any of our listeners are furries, I do apologize for that if I have insulted you. That was not my intent. And if you were listening from the beginning, you can go ahead
and what?
Tweet or the Insta, whatever the only social media we have so far is, hey, if you love, like, and share our shit, we'll have one just for the show. Okay? Some form of social media just for the show.
Yeah, like if we get enough followers, yeah. Because it'll probably clog my own personal Twitter feed eventually. Yeah. I'm hoping.
Like, love, and share our shit!
And tell your grandma, because she won't be able to run, because she's in a wheelchair. But she's cool, though, because she gives you those 50s.
Tell her to smash the like button.
Yeah.
Smash it good, yes.
I really want another season of Big Mouth.
Oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
I really wish they'd make another season of that show, just for the puberty monster. Oh, the best thing ever. And I'm still waiting for the next season of Voltron, because Voltron is awesome. So awesome, I love Voltron. Oh, Voltron. Oh, Voltron.
He may have actually just come in his pants.
Oh, Voltron. Yeah. Almost.
Are you familiar with Damascus steel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Types.
Yeah. We don't know the true Damascus steel, but we could make a good imitation, because the original recipe was lost long ago.
Of course. But you've seen some of the beautiful patterns like twist Damascus, cable Damascus, ladder pattern.
Yeah.
Canister Damascus.
I don't know about the canister, but I know about the other ones.
That one's kind of cool. You take like various pieces of steel, like hardenable steel, and then you put like pretty much high carbon steel talcum powder in there is what it comes down to fill in the voids. Yeah. And the pattern of like whatever's in there, like people take chainsaw blades
to fill in the voids. I'm putting talcum powder all over my dick, which I call a sword, to help empty my void.
Anywho,
and don't wear talcum powder. Apparently, it's causing cancer now.
It's been doing that for years, actually.
Yeah.
It's just, Well, apparently, it's a beautiful steel, plain and simple. And the patterns in there are fucking gorgeous.
Yes, they are. I love the ones that look like actual artwork on a sword or a blade.
Like, here's a chopper, for instance.
Not a plane, but a knife that's called a chopper. With almost looks like wood grain into the steel. It's so pretty.
Yeah. This is non-specific. Well, part of it looks like what's called a raindrop pattern, and some of it looks like just regular, like either. I know these names because of Forged in Fire. Thankfully, I was familiar. I'm learning more and more about Damascus more than I never knew. But I've also learned that it's high maintenance.
I also want to know, why do they call it being a blacksmith? Why not a white smith, an orange smith, a red smith? You think it'd be more of a red smith because, fire, red.
Yeah.
Burning hot sword, red.
Yeah, but think about this: when they pulled the metal out of the coal forges and whatnot, what color was it?
Red. It was still burning fucking hot.
Yeah, fair enough. Who knows? Why don't we just Google that shit? But anywho, yeah, there are blacksmiths and blade. Actually, no, people who specifically only do knives are bladesmiths.
I like the term bladesmith. It makes you sound cooler.
Well, there's the associate,
Now, I don't make horseshoes. No, I make shit to stab people with. It's fucking awesome.
I believe they just call those farriers now.
Farriers?
Who do the horseshoeing and actually make them.
Cool.
Those guys are cool, especially when they've been doing it for years and they can pace themselves.
I want a collection of knives that's just made out of knives. I want a alphabet that's made out of just knives.
The different types?
No, like a knife. A knife in the shape of a letter. An A, then a B. But like only one part is the handle, but the rest of it's all a blade. Like all 27 letters.
26.
Well, yeah, but don't you just like... Okay, fine. 26. I'm tired.
I understand.
Got to correct me on air, which is good. I like that.
I correct everyone.
Being technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Yes, because you have all the information to back your shit up. Chris hates that. My oldest brother Chris hates it when I correct him, especially in front of his son.
Right. You can correct me all day long. It's not going to bother me. I'm like, okay, you're right.
Oh, anywho, Damascus steel is high maintenance, especially if it's like in a leather sheath, whatnot. Because I was reading up on like tarnishable, that green shit that you get on metal, like brass, bronze. Yeah. Anywho, it's high maintenance. So if I got one, I'd want to make a Kydex sheath for it.
Yeah. For those of us who have money to spend that on knives, when the rest of us have to spend it on rent.
First of all, I bought my last knife. It was a hell of a deal, and I don't know if I could find another one like that.
If you could, you'd probably just masturbate with some of your knives. I know you would.
I would not masturbate with a knife. That sounds painful.
Well, I've seen a hentai where they do that, where like this chick's like jamming a sword up her vagina. She's like, yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen that one too.
That was the blue girl. Yeah. Chick was getting off, and then she actually cut herself, and then she started getting off more.
And then she got turned into a fucking sex demon.
Yeah, just random stuff. Thanks, Japanese. We will never forget you and all the hard things you've worked for. The weirdest thing, I actually had to explain to a coworker day before yesterday.
Let's hear it.
The difference between adult anime, hentai, and fan service. Because fan service in anime is just, up skirts or saying,
panties and underwear.
Or breast jiggling or like in underwear.
Or like you see tits but nothing below.
Compromising
or
positions.
You see nudes but nothing happens.
No, that's not fan service. Fan service is usually clothed items,
okay.
Or like just shown from the back, We don't see any actual stuff. Adult anime is stuff that usually involves either like really deep, intense plots or hardcore physical violence, or psychological thrillers, stuff where it makes you think and there's an actual storyline.
Right.
like one of your favorites, Golgo 13.
Yeah, I had no idea there was so much sex in it. It's an assassination anime, and there's no. Every episode's different. There is no two-parters. No, he's just an assassin, and every episode is his assignments, and he pulls off these amazing hits. And I'd say in about 2/3 of the episodes, it's like a lot of times you see him banging, like either the target, the client, or call girls for the most part.
Right. Now,
well, $3 million a kill, you can do whatever the fuck you want with your money, and so he fucking bangs high class call girls.
Oh yeah, of course. Now the other things that are also adult anime, which are not pornographic, is the fucked up shit like Agame no Kill, and then other things like an anime called Parasite, where there's parasites that inhabit your body, but they also control you, and sometimes they don't control you, sometimes they help you, but they're just blades and a mouth and an eye.
That's weird.
But yeah, they use your body to turn into weapons to kill each other or humans. It's just ridiculous.
Kind of reminds me of that Parasite from
That one thing?
Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
Oh, yeah.
Or just Vampire Hunter D, period. You know, the original Vampire Hunter D, when it first came out, it was banned in a lot of fucking states.
Well, that's just because it's almost all gore. All gore.
Especially in the 80s when it first came out.
Oh, gosh, yes. It was, wow. So, yeah, so that's like, adult stuff. Or like Attack on Titan, I could consider adult anime.
Yeah, I mean, it's not nudity, but it is quite violent and depicts the Titans, these giant...
naked running 2-foot towers that just eat people. Yeah. It's pretty crazy stuff. And but then so I said fan service, adult anime, and then hentai would be any type of penetration.
Yes. Anything goes with hentai. Especially tentacles.
Tentacle please, that shit's funny. Ugh.
Tentacle what? Tentacle please.
So yeah. Oh.
James would be rolling right now after us saying that.
Yeah. That shit's just funny. It's so unbelievably ridiculous. It's funny. It's so absurd. It's like, what? I'm gonna have tentacles burst out of my chest or every cavity or every part of my body.
And they're gonna fill all your holes, even the ones that you couldn't possibly derive pleasure from.
Yeah. I'm putting fucking things up your nose and your mouth and your every hole I can find. I'll even make a few new ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's pleasure for the man, usually. The mouth hole.
The ones that don't make sense is like, yeah, I'm going to stick it up your ass, and then it's going to work all the way through your intestines, through your stomach, out your esophagus, and out of your mouth.
Yeah, or like when they come, like they're filling up the belly with cum, and that cum is eventually coming out the mouth after a minute.
Yeah. Or like the monster ejaculated so much and so hard they shoot off the monster's cock.
Yeah.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
To the moon, Alice!
To the moon! Yeah.
With a cum rocket.
Yeah, it's awfully hilarious. Just insane scenarios that you couldn't do in the real world.
Yeah. Insane in the membrane.
Degraded, it's fucked up, but I can't really see him being able to get off to tentacle porn because it's just so absurd.
There are some people that probably could. Not us. Brandon and I have watched it in the past just to fucking laugh our asses off and to fuck with other friends who are like, why are you guys watching this?
It's so wrong. And he started crying. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It wasn't even tentacle porn. It was just a fucked up one where this landlord was taking advantage of a mother and daughter.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
We showed him tentacle porn before and he freaked out and cried. But yeah, besides that, yeah. Most anime is fun and normal, but there's your hardcore stuff too. Because he was trying to be like, anybody should watch anime. All my friends keep talking about it. It's like, yeah, well, these are the categories. And there's also kids stuff. But, it's mostly, I think, for teenagers for the most part.
Yeah.
The most your normal run-of-the-mill stuff that goes up to Y17.
Yeah, because my daughter watches Fruits Baskets,
yeah.
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater's fucked up, though, man.
Yeah, but when her mom
Damn.
if the ex puts a stamp of approval on it, it's cool.
I would introduce my kids to anime like Hamtaro. Maybe
Sergeant Frog.
No, not Sergeant Frog. That shit's funny, but no, not for kids.
Tricks are for kids.
Because the main character, that rich chick that wants his nuts, is like psycho insane and goes to ends to get that D, like in impossible ways. And then involves with aliens and trying to take over. Like Hamtaro, maybe some Pokemon when she gets older.
I think the first Pokemon might be good to watch.
Yeah, just like the not hardcore violent stuff. Definitely not Power Rangers, no fucking way. Yeah, Power Rangers is Japanese.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what's weird though? They never made an animated series.
Well, at least if they did, they didn't release it here.
It's always been live action. You'd think that they would make a cartoon or at least like a CGI version. Make more money. Then they can do whatever they want with the characters. All kinds of weird scenarios, but nope, nothing. Although I would find it weird to have a live action Voltron. And Hollywood is still trying to do more live action Japanese movies.
Of course they are.
Yep. Again. And again. And again. The only live action I want to see, George, from America, that Japanese made, is Golden Boy. I wish my hand was my penis. Oh yes, my queen. Yes. Dude, that guy was insane. It was hilarious.
There is a video game movie I'd love to see, like the Hollywood touch it instead of like a fan film or like the lone Japanese film.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid.
Solid
Yeah.
Snake, Liquid Snake.
Yeah. I can mostly see that happening. Yeah.
But like I said, I think there is only either a lone Japanese film of that.
Mm-hmm. Now, a video game I'd like to see turned into a real movie instead of all the fan-made movies would be Fallout.
I think that one's in the works.
Well, right now, Bethesda Studios made Fallout 76.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That's coming out this year. It's supposed to be multiplayer.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you can go fuck up some death claws with friends, so it's not as scary. Because no, death claws are the worst thing in the game of all the Fallout games, of all 5 or 6. Because there's Fallout 1, 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3, Fallout 4.
Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4.
Fallout New Vegas, and then you also had Fallout Brotherhood of Steel for PlayStation 2. So I guess that's 7.
That also would have come out around the 2 then, or Tactics, as I recall. I think I've actually lucked to see.
Tactics, yeah. Because 2 was my favorite. No, not 2, sorry. First one was my favorite, the original.
I thought 3 was your favorite.
Nope. 1 will always be my favorite, because it's the most absurd. It was so much fun. Originally they were supposed to be like mole men and like rat creatures.
There are mole rats.
Like an entire like furry-ish animal like mutation community city.
Yeah.
But it got scrapped. It was still left in the code because of time constraints.
God.
Yep.
So one thing I like about Fallout 4 is like all the different options that you have with your weapons. It's ridiculous.
To up the sight or the recoil or the accuracy.
Power, everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you could have either like a stupid, accurate, powerful
laser rifle,
10mm pistol, or you turn those 10mm pistols and convert them into machine pistols and whatnot too.
Yep. Very fun. It's one thing I don't really use in Fallout is mines.
I've used mines and grenades a lot. I've always enjoyed them.
I always just found it hard to try to get the AIs to follow you to get blown the fuck up.
I cleared a field in Fallout 3, and it was after you you help this shitty little town with the super mutant problem, and I freed their people, and I cleaned up all the minefields, and I set them back right before the super mutants attacked.
Yeah.
Got paid.
Nice.
Fucking as soon as I cleared my mines that were left and raided their corpses, and got my experience and the money.
Yep.
Mines come in handy. So do grenades. I love using them. I love 3. You know, because that was like. I mean. No. Actually, I did enjoy 3, but I love New Vegas. That was one of my favorite ones.
New Vegas was fun. It was different.
Yeah.
I like being able to do gambling and smuggle weapons in, as long as they were silenced 22s.
Switchblades too.
Yeah.
Or if your sneak was over 50.
Yep. Really
but
fun.
you couldn't use like you could sneak in a 44 mag. Or the 4570 in there, or whatever it is. But it couldn't be the rare one.
Right. Like the legendaries.
Yeah, sorry, the legendary ones.
Yep. I'm hoping that Vault 76 was going to be like their best one, because being able to play with friends, and this Vault 76 was one out of the 16 or 20 controlled vaults, meaning out of like the 120 vaults, only like 16 to 20 of them were the real thing and weren't some kind of fucked up government experiment.
So they're all
what they were originally intended to be. They were the 16 to 20 of them that were they were real vaults done to the best of their abilities with no tampering or added weird shit to them.
like Vault 101, Vault 11.
No, Vault 101, Vault 13, Vault 11 were all experimented ones.
Yeah.
One had on purpose a faulty water chip. One on purpose did not have the Garden of Eden creation kit. One was made out of all just clones named Gary.
You Gary? No, I'm Gary too.
One was all drug addicts that were put in there with no drugs. Then, like 10 years later, they revealed secret containers of drugs, and they wanted to see what would happen if they reintroduced drugs to the community. Then they had another ones where they were driven insane by a virus. Other ones that were like,
Sentient death claws.
yeah. Other ones that weren't completely finished being built. Other ones that were irradiated. You know, just all kinds of weird experiments.
One's funded by Nuka-Cola or sponsored by Nuka-Cola.
Yup. Like a lot of random interesting things, which, you know, sounds exactly like our government would do, which our government has done in the past to its own people.
Yeah.
Really fucked up shit. Testing, you know, radiation, testing STDs, testing cancers on people, intermingling them together. Messed up stuff. Because the victors write the history and make themselves look good and everyone else look really bad. But Japan and America were almost just as fucked up secretly as the Germans. We did experiments on people against their will, forcing them prisoners, our own people, our own citizens. All kinds of stuff. But it's hard to find, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like Unit 371 from Japan, from which we were like, yeah, you did some fucked up experiments, bring it over to our side. We'll keep paying you, and we'll keep doing your illegal experiments, because we also want some bio weapons. You don't mind, do you? Or would you rather be persecuted and killed? That's what we thought.
Lab and money it is then.
Yep. Just like all the medical advancements we had because of Hitler's medical experiments and programs during World War II.
That's pretty fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at least something good did come out of it.
Yeah, like how we are going to attempt, with help from other countries, the first human head transplant onto a donor body.
That will be interesting to say the least.
Yeah, because they've already proved it works with dogs, with success,
Wow.
and planting multiple heads upon one body.
Oh my god, they're gonna make a fucking chimera.
Yeah. And we also know it's humanly possible because of those one group of, it's not really a group. The two girls who are sharing one body, their two heads, remember? They're on the TLC show.
Siamese twins?
No, they're girls. It's one girl's body, but two heads.
I don't know if I've watched that.
Yeah, real people. They were born that way. They grew up that way. Each person only has control of one side.
I'm getting a flashback of the Venture Brothers right now.
Why?
Because that shit happened in one of the, like, season 4 or 5.
Really?
The Guild of Calamitous Intent.
Oh gosh. Do they even make new episodes of Venture Brothers, or is that done?
There's a new season coming out.
That's pretty cool.
You remember Rusty's parasite twin brother, right? Who was in his stomach for like the first years of his life, 30 or however old Rusty is.
Yes, he was the cool one.
He died.
Aww.
Cancer. So Rusty inherited the billions and the companies he made. Now he's living off his brother's success, like how he lived off his father's success for so many years.
Okay, so the girls I was talking about who share one body but have two heads, Abby and Brittany Hensel. They're blonde ladies, but they're not the only ones apparently. It's an extremely rare condition to have like one out of every like million people have it. But oh god, that's a lot worse.
Let me see.
Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, stop saying that and just show me the
That
picture.
was scary. It shows an Indian child who has vertically growing out of his skull his brother.
Yeah, I see.
Only up to like half the neck.
I see that one.
Oh, that's true.
And now I'm glad I don't see.
Yeah, wow. So people can survive with two heads. Even if you have your brother growing out of the top of your skull.
2 heads are better than 1.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Oh.
Fireworks are ready.
Yep, I hear fireworks. And it's not even from the baseball stadium that gives fireworks every Friday. Because it's Thursday. Alright, well, I guess that's it for today's Ramble On. Because I have to start getting ready for work. And the other guy, George, has to go home and sleep. Because he just got off of work. So that's it for this week's Ramble On. With your hosts, Brandon and George. Hope to see you next week. Have a great night.
Night all.
Bye.